And when you're ready, go ahead and place your feet down. Feet will be planted, knees will point up towards the sky. And let's place our hands on our rib cage. Okay, we'll just take a moment to connect with our breath and our breathing. So you can breathe into your hands. Good, expanding your rib cage, filling up your diaphragm, your belly. Good, and then exhaling, emptying out. Good. And as you're taking these nice, big, mindful breaths in and out through your nose, just start to notice what parts of your body are touching the mat, which parts are lifted. Okay, and I know, like the minute I start breathing into my hands and just allowing myself to soften, I start to really notice what's supporting me, how are my bones structured, how my bones are holding me up, even on the ground here. And I'm going to start to just add here just a little rocking of my knees from side to side. So it's like real baby window wipers. And, you know, as I was talking about at the beginning of like our pelvis being like a clock, you know, like we can go from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Okay, now we can go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock with the knees. So we're going to just rocking just like really small, just some from side to side. Okay, so they're not huge window wipers yet. We're just going to do a little rocking here, a little side to side action. Good. Just from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Or I guess I should say like 3:45 or 9:15. There we go. Yeah, from 3 to 9. Okay. And then once you've had enough of that, just allow it to come to a pause or stillness. Okay. And let's go ahead and reach our arms out into cactus or goalpost arms. Okay. And keeping the shape of your arms here, you're going to lift your arms up off the mat, bringing your arms together in front of your chest. Okay. And maybe your arms come together to touch, or maybe they just stay like in an 11 shape or a little goalpost here. Okay. So we're just going to squeeze in, and then we're going to open up our elbows, open up our hands out nice and wide, coming back into cactus arms on the ground. Okay. So taking that shape, closing it in, bringing it together. Maybe your elbows squeeze in, your hands squeeze in over your chest, or maybe they stay parallel, and then opening your arms back out nice and slow. So it's just like a nice little chest press. Okay. Go ahead and bring your arms, lift them up off the floor, bringing them together, squeezing in, little pec press. Good, and then opening your arms back out nice and slow. Let's do that 2 more times. Arms rise up, lift together, pressing together, and opening back out. Last time, arms slowly come together, squeezing in, and opening right back out. Awesome. Taking your right ankle. Okay, we're going to cross it up and over the left knee. Okay, and then we'll interlace our hands around the left hamstring if you're ready, okay? And if you're not, for any reason, you can press this right hand into your right femur bone, and you can help gently press that right knee away. And then I'm just taking the left hand and just, you know, kind of securing it on my left femur bone as well. Okay, so I'm, you know, having that tactile connection to my femur bones, my thigh bones, so that my pelvis stays neutral. Okay, and then just staying here in the figure 4 glute stretch. Whatever stage you are in is perfect. Okay, right. And of course, I'm going to be a little more modest today in my practice. Okay, so you're always welcome to join me in, you know, what I'm doing. And again, I'm just moving in a way that feels good for my body today and really protecting my low back. So, you know, I might be moving a little bit smaller than like the full expression. Okay. Yeah. Just choose what feels best for you. Okay, let's stay for a few more deep breaths. Good. Okay, and again, we're going to come back to some more hips so we can really, loosen up the glutes here, okay? So go ahead and release your figure four down, okay? So release your hands, plant your left foot onto the ground, and then gently just reach this right leg up towards the sky. You can give it a little shake. Leg does not have to be straight. It can stay bent, that's fine, okay? And you can stabilize your arms on the ground here. We're just going to draw small little circles with your right leg. And again, your leg can be bent. Okay, and again, I'm going to keep my knee bent today. Your leg can be straight. We're just going to draw really small, like dime size circles on the ceiling, or again, it can be lower if that feels better for your low back. Really try to stabilize through the left foot and the left side body. Okay, so your body might move a little bit, but you don't want it rocking and rolling all over the place. You want to try to really just stabilize and isolate the right leg moving in the circles, okay? All right, we're going to move to medium-sized circles here. And that's why arms down usually helps stabilize you so you can stay really centered, okay? And at any point where you're like, oh, I want to make this harder, you can straighten the left leg if you'd like, okay? That's your choice if you want to do that. Okay, I'm going to keep mine bent. Okay, good. From our medium circles, let's do big circles. And big circles might mean slower circles. And big may be just like maybe a beach ball, maybe a volleyball. Might be smaller than what you think a big circle is supposed to look like. Okay, good. Okay, keeping that big circle, we're going to reverse the circle. So we're going to move it in the opposite direction, starting out big. And breathe. Going as slow or as fast as you like, but just drawing those nice big circles. And I encourage you to even open your eyes here so you can really see like what your leg is doing and what tendencies you have if you're doing oval shapes. Okay, let's do medium-sized circles. Sometimes it's good to watch and see like what we're doing with our body. Okay. And it's always nice to close the eyes too. Okay, medium size, woo! Isolating that right leg, stabilizing to the left side, and then let's go into those small circles. Good, nice and slow, nice and gentle, your pace. Okay, awesome. Okay, hug that right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg out long. Okay, and then again, let's just circle the leg around just a couple times in one direction and then a couple times in the opposite direction. Okay, good. When you're ready, twisting, right knee is going to come across to the left side of the body. Right arm reaches out to the right. Good. Pause and breathe here. Good. Good. Letting your chest open up, letting your breath move through your whole body. Good. Okay, we're going to make our way back onto our backs, okay? And as we make our way back onto our backs, we're going to come back into that figure four glute stretch, okay? So left knee is going to bend in, right ankle over the left knee, and then again, figure four, interlacing the hands around the hamstring, folding the legs in, or you can use your hands to press against your femur bones for the glute stretch. Good. And just breathe. Good, so second round of hips. Noticing if it feels different. Did it feel the same after using all those stabilizers? Maybe it feels a little more warmed up. Good. Good. Right, we're always observing what's changing, what's staying the same here. Okay, great. Slowly release your hands, release your legs. We'll plant our feet back onto the ground. Okay, and then again, little small window wipers, or you can start to graduate and go a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can go, rocking from 3 to 9, or you can start to go a little bit bigger. Good. Again, whatever feels good on your low back and your hips as well too, okay? Okay, awesome. All right, then we'll just go straight to the second side, okay? Knees point up towards the sky, left ankle over your right knee. Energetically pressing that left knee away, figure 4 glute stretch. And again, your version, if you want to start off here just by pressing your hands into your femur bones, awesome. If you're ready to interlace your hands, go for it. Okay, and just breathe. Breathe and release. Good. Good. And we're just going to be patient and let this left side catch up with the right. Nice and gentle. Okay, good. From here, release your hands, ground your right foot back down onto the ground. Left leg reaches up towards the sky and give it a nice little shake out. Again, leg can be bent, does not have to be straight. Stabilizing your arms down by your sides, okay? And then we'll start with some circles here. The whole left leg circles nice and small. Stabilizing through the right foot, the hips, the back, the shoulders, as we draw little circles here, okay? And, as I was encouraging you to like open your eyes and like kind of see your leg. Okay, I know like this side for some reason today is really uncoordinated. My circle is literally like a circle in a straight line on this side. Okay, so it's good for you to kind of like visually see like what your leg is doing and like how you're moving. Okay, yeah, and then you can kind of, try to fix it or let it be. Okay, or you can like make that conscious decision like, okay, I'm going to make circles. Okay, so I'm going to move in a different way. Okay, good. And then from here, we're going to draw a medium-sized circle. And of course, again, if you feel like you want to challenge your stability, you can always straighten the right leg out onto the mat, okay? But try not to like compromise by like rocking and rolling so much, okay? You want to really just isolate the left leg. Okay, good. Man, this left leg is really doing some funny shapes today. All right, that's okay. We'll be patient. Good. Now let's draw some big circles. And you may even notice that your circles might be funny one direction and fine the other direction too, okay? And that's okay, right? This is not our yoga perfection. This is our yoga practice. So we get to practice not being perfect. Okay, good. All right, from here, large circles are going to move into the opposite direction. We're going to do large, moving the opposite way. All right, I actually am making circles in this direction. Good. Large, large, large. Slow if you need to. Fast. Good. And let's move to medium-sized circles. Good. And then small. And remember, small can be like a dime shape. Good. All right. Good. Left knee into your chest. Right leg long. And again, if you want to do a few little hip stirs here, just to kind of, shake things up. And when you're ready, we'll twist. Left knee will come across to the right. Left arm out to the left. Go ahead and then breathe here. Twisting and releasing. Nice full breath. Taking those nice mindful deep inhales in, full body exhales out. And we'll take our time. As we come out of the twist, we're going to catch ourselves back into that figure four glute stretch. So you can kind of move there if you want to. As you gather your way onto your back, you can bend your knees, catch your ankle on your knee. Okay. Right knee will be bent, left ankle over the right knee, and then we'll come into the figure four glute stretch for the second time. Okay. What's changing? What's staying the same? Do you feel tighter? Do you feel more open? Does it feel exactly the same? I can definitely feel like a lot more like intention and like heat and like a little more like care in this hip the second time around, kind of working past like the stiffness. Now it's like I really get to get in to the stretch. Now that we're warmed up, right? Okay, awesome, you guys. Okay, go ahead and release your hands, release your legs. You'll place your feet on the ground. Again, little window wipers. They can be small, they can be big. Just rocking back and forth, nice and slow. Okay, really nice. Okay, now we're gonna, we're gonna continue on with a little bit of this like hip stability work. Okay, so we're just gonna roll over onto our tummies. Okay, and we're gonna come up into, we're gonna meet in Sphinx pose. Okay, so gently just roll over, nice and slow, however you need to. Okay, coming up onto your forearms, pressing down to lift up in your Sphinx pose. Okay, take your time. Okay, and while we're here, let's go ahead and bring our right ear to right shoulder. Let's get a little neck stretch in. Good. Go to lift your head back in line, left ear to left shoulder. Good. And bringing your head back in line with your spine, we'll gently lower down, hands under the forehead. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, and we'll do, again, little window wipers here, just shifting back and forth, nice and slow. Okay, legs are going to go straight back out again. You are welcome to stay right here with your head down in your hands, or you're welcome to come on up into Sphinx pose, okay? I'm going to stay down for this first round, okay? And we're just going to isolate the right leg, okay? So from here, we're going to lift the right leg up and hold it and lower it right back down. Right leg lifts up off the mat and lowers back down. Good. Right leg lifts 3 and lower. Good. Here's 4. We'll do this 5 times and lower. Right leg lifts and hold it and lower. Good. Now the left leg. Okay. Left leg lifts up and lowers. Good. Here's 2 and lower. Left leg lifts and hovers for 3 and lower. 2 more. 4 and lower. Lifting up 5. Lift and hover. And lower right back down. Good. Coming back up again into your Sphinx pose. If you were in Sphinx pose now, you're always welcome to kind of rest if you need to. Okay, really press down, lift up through your chest. Good. Think about the crown of your head moving up towards the sky, but try not to lift your chin up. Okay, you want to keep your chin level with the floor as best as you can. Okay, good. Okay, if it feels okay, stay here. Or maybe start to hover your elbows up off the mat just a little bit, okay? If it's too much, you can always walk your hands forward and straighten your arms. Okay, and we're gonna lower the elbows back down. We're just gonna do that 3 times, so 2 more times all together, okay? Elbows lift and hover, or you can totally straighten your arms if that feels okay. And lowering right back down. Good, last time. Elbows lift and hover, lifting up. And lowering right back down. Take a moment, hands under your forehead, bend your knees, little window wipers back and forth. Good. Okay, awesome. Okay, we're gonna do, again, our little back back, butt, hamstring exercise again. And again, you're welcome to keep your head down in your hands, or you're welcome to join up in Sphinx pose, okay? So we're just gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna isolate the right leg 5 times and the left leg 5 times, okay? So right leg's gonna lift and hover and lower down. Good, lift and hover and lower. Good, lift and hover, lower. 2 more times. Here's 4 and lower, 5 and lower. Good. Left side, left leg lifts and hovers and down. Here's 2 and lower, 3 and lower, 4 and lower. Last one, 5 and lower. Take a moment, rest, lower the head down. Good, take a break. Window wipers again if you'd like to. Okay, awesome, everyone. This is so great, okay? Very slowly, we're gonna make our way up into tabletop, okay? So just take your time, hands under the shoulders, pressing on up, coming into your tabletop. Okay, good. Okay, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll just move through a nice gentle round of cat and cow. And again, you know, you can move this really big, you can move this nice and small. Nice big cat and cows. Okay, great. Okay, good, you guys. From here, okay, you're going to walk your knees back, okay, so that we can come into half plank here, okay? So walk your knees back, okay? Shift your hips forward, so you're creating like a plank style with your body. So if you were to, you know, tuck your toes under and lift your knees up, you'd be in full plank, okay? But we're gonna practice this in our half plank, okay? Chaturanga arms as best as you can. So instead of having elbows go out directly out to the side, you wanna, you know, kind of create a nice little V shape. We're going to do 5 little Chaturanga push-ups here, okay? So from our knees, we're gonna lower and bend our elbows halfway, okay? And halfway might mean just a pinch, okay? It might actually mean halfway. You're gonna hold it and you're gonna press right back up, okay? Lower and hover halfway, bend those elbows, again, not directly squeezing into your rib cage. Create a little space, straighten your arms back out. Good, here's 3, bend the elbows. Good, press right back up. Good, and try not to press back into table, right? You want to stay in that half plank, okay? Elbows bend and straighten, and I believe 1 more, 5 little Chaturanga push-ups, okay? Lower halfway. Good, press right back up, and then let's take a break in downward facing dog, okay? Yeah, and if you need to take a moment for your wrists, you know, you kind of twirl them out a little bit, and we'll make our way into downward facing dog. Good, pedal your feet out, sway your hips from side to side. Nice, full, deep breath here in downward dog. Okay, good. So just a little isolation work, okay? We did our like lower body with the glutes, and then I just wanted to kind of get into the upper body just a little bit, okay, for strengthening. Okay, great. Okay, walk up to the top of your mat, take your time. Okay. Use any props that you need to. Okay, I'm gonna grab my blocks here. Okay, and then hang out here in your forward fold. You can bend your knees, rock from side to side. Nice. All right, hopefully everything's starting to feel like nice and warmed up here, okay? All right, let's slowly rise on up to come all the way up to standing. Go again, go nice and slow. Arms will reach up over your head. And exhaling, hands at your heart center. Inhaling, arms reach up over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, nice gentle forward fold. From here, right leg is going to step back behind you, coming into low lunge. Okay? Back knee lowers down. Okay? Bend your knees, roll your shoulders, lift your chest and your heart. When you're ready, arms can reach up over your head. Okay? Or maybe they stay down. Okay? Good. So here's your low lunge. And just breathe here. Good, you guys. Drop your shoulders, lift up through your chest. Okay, and then let's just do a little cactus arms here, okay? So bend your elbows, just open up through your chest. Good, good, really nice, okay? Shine your heart up towards the sky a little bit more. Good, lower the hands down to frame the front foot. Okay, we're gonna straighten the front leg, half split. Okay, so then we're just getting into like a little bit of this left hamstring. Okay, and I've actually been really enjoying this. Okay, so right now my left foot is flexed, and I'm just gonna point and flex through my ankle. Okay, so I gotta get like a little bit of rocking here. Good, and then I'm gonna add a circle. So I'm gonna circle the ankle like 3 times. Good, and then I'm gonna circle it 3 times in the other direction. Okay, and I'm gonna find a little bit of stop, a little pause here as I stretch just through the hamstring here. Okay, really nice. Okay, we're gonna bend into this front leg. Okay, we're gonna come into high lunge. Back toes tuck under, we're gonna lift on up, and then we're gonna reach our arms up over our head when you're ready, okay? Again, go nice and slow. Good, all right. Okay, good. All right, a little balancing and a little twisting, okay? Right arm forward, left arm back, okay? So twisting up nice and high. Okay, this left arm is gonna reach all the way back. We're gonna come into like a little exalted lunge here. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Left arm's gonna reach back towards that back leg as best as you can, okay? So it's just like a little high lunge twist here, reaching up, balancing, and breathing. Good, inhale in. Exhaling, cartwheel your hands around the left foot, okay? We're gonna walk the left foot out to the left just a little bit, okay? We're gonna ground through the right hand, and we're gonna spin into a side plank, but we're gonna pause at the level here, okay? So we're not gonna go into full side plank, but we're gonna roll to the outer edge of the right foot, okay? And as we do that, the left toes turn out a little bit, okay? Here's your side plank. Lift the hips up, reach this left arm up towards the sky or up and over your head. So you start to arc up a little bit here, and you should feel a big stretch through the outer left hip, okay? And breathe. Breathe here. You're always welcome to cradle your head if you need to, but let's just get this nice big side body stretch, this outer left glute stretch. Good, so we're getting to the glutes a little bit more. Good, breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm really feeling this in the outer left hip. Good. Okay, look down, lower your hands down, square back out again. Okay, so you're gonna come back into your lunge. We'll gently step back, downward dog your way. Okay, if you want a vinyasa, go for it. If you want to skip it, awesome. If you want to just do like a back bend, which is what I'm going to do, you're welcome to do that also. Hang out. Your version of your vinyasa, okay? We did those 5 chaturangas. You don't really need to do much more than that, all right? Good. All right. As we meet in downward facing dog, just breathe. Okay, and you know what? I want to add this in just for fun, okay? So step your feet together at the back of your mat, and we're just gonna crisscross walking our legs up to the top of the mat, okay? So the slower you go, the more of the hamstring stretch you'll get. So just cross your right foot over your left, and then your left foot over your right, and you'll gently just start to crisscross, walk your way up to the top of the mat. And again, nice and slow. Take your time. Okay. And I'm gonna rush through this just to come up to the top of the mat, but please take your time, okay? Good. Nice and slow. Crisscrossing, walking all the way up. Good, and unwind your legs, come into your forward fold. From here, we're gonna rise on up nice and slow. Take your time. Arms will reach up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center, okay? And we got our second side. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, folding forward, forward fold. Left leg steps back, low lunge. Take your time. Back knee lowers down. Dip the hips, roll the shoulders, arms reach up over your head when you're ready, or maybe not. Good, you guys, okay? Just get into that front hip flexor, okay? Want to find that nice release for us, right? From sitting all day or having like hips creased, right? We want to open up that front space. Okay, if your arms are up, go ahead and come into cactus arms, bending the elbows, opening the chest, rise your chest up a little bit higher up towards the sky. Okay, so it's just like your little baby back bend. Let's take another deep inhale in. Exhaling, hands frame the front foot. We'll straighten the front leg for half split. Good. All right, and then, you know, if you want to join me by flexing and pointing, a little rocking and rolling here for the hamstring, go for it. Awesome. Okay, good. And then again, I'm going to add some ankle circles here, just 3 in one direction. And then I'm going to do 3 in the opposite direction, okay? Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm going to find some stillness here for our last moments of the hamstring stretch. Good. Whoa. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and bend back into this front leg. We're going to meet in high lunge. So again, just take your time, popping that back knee up off the mat, walking your arms up, reaching your arms up over your head when you're ready. Okay, good. Okay, nice big high twist here. And again, remember, you can always do this in low lunge if you need to, okay? Okay, so left arm forward, right arm back. Okay, nice big high twist towards that bent leg, front leg, okay, the bent leg. Good, little bit of a twisting back bend. Left arm up, right arm reaches back. Maybe it reaches back towards that back leg. Maybe you touch your low back, okay? Just finding a little bit of balance here in this twisted, arching lunge. And breathe. Soften your shoulders. Finding some balance. Good. Breathe in. Exhaling, cartwheel your hands around that right foot. We're going to walk the right foot out just a little bit to the right. And then again, we're going to move into like a little side plank. Left hand down. We're going to spin to the outer edge of the left foot. And again, as you do that, your right foot has to move, right? So you feel safe with your knee. Side plank. Hips lift up high. Right arm reaches out to the right. And then maybe the right arm reaches up and over. Again, you can cradle your head if you want to, but this side plank is really meant to get into the right outer glute, okay? It's a nice active glute stretch. Yes, it's a lot of stability. You can always lower down onto your forearm on blocks if you need to, if it's too much on your wrist, okay? Keep breathing. Keep lifting those hips up high. Good. All right. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Gently square back off as best as you can. We're going to meet back in downward dog, again, your way. Whatever your vinyasa is tonight. Child's pose. Maybe just a back bend. Maybe you're crazy and want to do more push-ups. I love it. Go for it. All right. It's really not that crazy. It's just really checking in with what your body wants, okay? If you've got a lot of energy, do it, okay? I feel you. Sometimes when I take like a relaxing class, I have so much energy that I just have to like, blah, get some vinyasas out, okay? Like, go for it, okay? And sometimes you have no energy and you're like, child's pose, Shavasana for the whole class, okay? I've been there, all different levels of energy, so I totally get it, okay? All right, so we're all in downward facing dog. Just breathe. Let's just take a couple deep breaths here. Okay, let's do the left leg first, okay? So go ahead and lift that left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog, okay? Lift that left leg up. Good. Coming into pigeon pose. Left knee towards your left wrist. Okay, gently lower your leg down. Gently bump your hips back. Take your time. You're going to lower all the way down onto your forearms, onto your blocks, okay? I'm going to set my blocks up on the medium height, and one block, I'm going to kind of have like the long way, okay, vertical, so that I can rest my chest on it, okay? So it's right under like my rib cage, my sternum, and then my other block, I'm going to have it like horizontal, and I'm going to rest my forehead. And this can go up higher if you want to, but I'm just going to have the block support my upper body. I know it's hard because I'm wearing gray and my blocks are gray. Okay, but they're just supporting my chest and my forehead. And this, again, is totally optional if you want to do this, okay? Good. And, you know, it's all about that left glute, so give that left glute some love. And that just means breathe. Nice, full, deep breath. Good. Breathe and release. Right? Last week, I believe we did like a lot of contracting and releasing. Well, today we're just doing some breathing and release, letting go. Letting go of any unnecessary tension. Letting it all release, relax, creating space. Okay, really nice, everyone. Okay, we're going to slowly start to walk our hands under our shoulders to rise back up, nice and slow. Okay. Take your time. Again, downward dog your way, okay? Did not plan a lot of vinyasas tonight, so again, you're welcome to skip any of them, come into child's pose, cat and cow, anything that feels good, okay? And then, you know, we did, you know, do the first side with a downward dog and a leg lift. So if you're set on, you know, staying nice and balanced, okay, you'll come into downward dog. Now we'll reach the right leg up, okay, three-legged dog, just a little extra hamstring stretch, okay, right leg lifts, pigeon pose on the right side, right knee towards your right wrist, okay, gently lowering your leg down, and then walk and bump those hips back, okay, and then take your time lowering down, and again, you can use your props to help you, assist you to find a little bit more release. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, the blocks feel good and sometimes they don't. So again, just choose what feels best for you in this moment and even on this side, okay? You may not need it on this side. Good. And just allow yourself to give this right side some time to catch up with the left. And really, this is like our fourth hip opener, right? So we did 2 figure fours at the beginning of class, and then we did that nice active side plank version of the hip as well to hip stretch. Okay, and then now we get to, you know, kind of get into this little bit more relaxation one. Okay, more restorative. You know, it feels like a restorative pose, but it is really intense on that right glute, okay? But just noticing how all of them feel different. Maybe you're still just as tight as you were at the beginning of class. Maybe you're more open, just checking in, right? Again, what's changing, what's staying the same, what's evolving. And maybe what's not evolving, and that's okay, right? Okay, good. Take a few more deep breaths here. And then slowly start to walk your hands under your shoulders. And again, making your way back to downward dog your way. Good, take your time. Okay, good. Okay, and actually, I just want to do one last little thing here before we make our way back down onto the mat. Okay, so let's go to lower down onto our knees. Okay, and you can point your toes back behind you, and we're just going to sit back on our knees and shins. Okay, and for any reason this does not feel comfortable, you have your blocks you can sit on. You can place them. You can sit on top of them on your shins. On your calves if you want to. You can open up your heels and sit up nice and tall. Okay. Or you can just sit cross-legged, okay? I just wanted to kind of change up how we sit, okay? So I'm just gonna sit on my blocks, as you saw, double stacked here with my heels separated, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm adding this in just because as we were in Pigeon Pose, I was thinking of like the leg circles that we did at the beginning of class. And let's do that for our arms. We haven't done that in a really long time, okay? So let's start. Let's add the hand mudras too, okay? So we're gonna have our palms up towards the sky, and we're gonna start by bringing our thumb and our pointer finger together, and then we're gonna switch fingers, so it's always your thumb touching the tips of your fingers, okay? So we'll start with the pointer finger first, okay? Arms will be out, and again, notice if you hyperextend, right? Have a soft bend in your elbows, soft arms, okay? Thumb and pointer finger together. And let's start rolling our arms backwards, okay? So we're just gonna draw circles. These do not need to be any size. They can be whatever size you want them to be, okay? And we're just gonna make some circles here, okay? And just breathe. Try to find a nice flow. You can go small, you can go bigger, you can also go slower. You do not have to go as fast as I am, okay? Good, let's switch to our middle finger and thumb, okay? So switching the mudra here and breathing. Good. Nice circles, opening up pathways from our fingertips all the way to our shoulders and our chest. Switching again, thumb to your fourth finger, your ring finger, and we're still moving backwards here. Good, and then again, thumb to your pinky finger, your baby finger, circling back. Good, let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circle. Stay with your thumb and your pinky finger. So we're moving our circles forward. Good. If you need to take a break, I get it. If you need to lower your arms down, that's fine too. They do not have to stay directly out to the side, okay? Move in a way that feels good for your shoulders, okay? Thumb and fourth finger now. Palms are still facing up, making circles forward. Good. Breathe. Woo, you're strong. You got this. This actually might be the hardest thing we did today. Okay, thumb to your middle finger. Okay, here we go. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thumb to your pointer finger. Okay, here we go. Just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your arms down. Close your eyes. Okay. Notice your arms. Notice your breath. Notice your spine. Ooh, I wasn't lying. I do think that was the hardest thing. The hardest thing that we did. Okay, if you want to shake your arms out, a little shake out is totally cool. Okay. Let's make our way onto our backs. Okay, y'all. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Okay, and then you know what? Let's do another twist, okay? You can go ahead and, again, we're kind of using our blocks today, and you're welcome to use a pillow too, okay? So let's roll over onto our right side, and let's place the block in between our thigh bones, okay? So again, it's really just supporting the low back here. Arms are gonna just reach out in front of your shoulders. You can rest your head down. Let's reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, and then gently back behind you, nice and slow. Okay, so you really feel your chest open up, the ribs twist. Okay, you might have to kind of walk the right arm forward a little bit so you make some space for your ribs to move so that your shoulder blades can touch the mat. And then gently, just really gently squeeze your inner thighs together. Okay, or if you're using the prop, to squeeze your block, squeeze your pillow, a towel. Okay, just squeeze ever so slightly. It's really gentle. Okay, gentle squeeze. Okay, great. And then we'll take that left arm. Okay, we're gonna make that like half circle again. So arms gently gonna reach up towards the sky and then back over towards the right arm. Good. Ooh, okay. And then let's slowly roll all the way over to the left. Okay. Good. Set yourself up. Block in between the thigh bones, arms directly out from the shoulders, head lowers down. And then take that right arm. We're gonna reach it towards the wall, up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, and then slowly opening up gently back behind you. And then notice you may have to adjust here. You might have to walk this left shoulder forward, right? Like forward towards your fingertips so that you can make some space for your rib cage, okay? So it's like your left rib cage is moving up towards the sky. The right rib cage is moving down towards the mat, okay? So you get that real big spiral action moving here for the twist, and then gently squeeze the block, squeeze the pillow. Nice big deep inhale in through the nose, big release maybe out through the mouth. Nice, everyone. Okay, really good. Here's our twisted chair pose, right? On the ground. Good. If only it was this easy when we moved to standing, right? Okay, great. Let's take that. Actually, I want to stay a little bit longer. This side feels so good. We'll take that right arm back up, a little half circle, back up towards the sky, and then slowly move over towards the left. Okay, and then we'll make our way back onto our backs. And if you'd like, you can come into happy baby pose. Give yourself a nice little hug here, okay? And for your Shavasana tonight, if you have 2 blocks, this will work great. Okay, you may need 2 pillows or 1 big pillow. Okay, but we're going to place the blocks actually under our knees. Okay, so when your leg is straight, your knees will keep a slight bend in them. And then, you want to keep your heels grounded on the mat. Okay, so your knees just are slightly lifted. Okay, walk those shoulder blades underneath your chest. Okay, so your chest is nice and open. And then arms can just reach down by your sides, palms up, okay? And then just like those Chaturanga arms, right? You want to have space from your arms, like from the sides of your body, right? So you want your armpits to have some space, okay? You gotta let them air out. Even when you're doing your Chaturangas, right? You want to have space in the armpits, okay? And same in Shavasana, we want to have space so that our body can reset and breathe, okay, and realign. And, of course, at any point, if the blocks aren't working for you, you can always ditch them. I just wanted to kind of set us up in a different Shavasana tonight, okay? And this actually is a good one if you're having some low back pain, keeping the knees bent, okay, to take a little care of that low back. And stay here, breathe. Nice full deep breath of letting go. Okay, slowly start to deepen your breath. It's bringing awareness back into your bodies. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, circling your wrist and ankles, shifting your head from side to side. When you're ready, you'll stretch your arms up over your head, giving yourself a nice big stretch. You can even point those toes, flex through the toes a few times. Go ahead and then hug in. And gently make your way onto your side. And come on up to a gentle seated position. And again, you're welcome to sit with your legs crossed, or if you want to sit on your shins, that's fine. Okay. Okay, and then, okay, as you're making your way to seated, okay, I want you just to roll your shoulders back just a few times. And I just want you to notice, like, whoa, do you have space in your neck and your traps? Okay. How do your hips feel? Your back, your legs? Okay, I know it wasn't like the most demanding practice. Okay. But choosing to move in a way that feels good, like to transform your body this hour together. Okay, just kind of notice those things. Good. And then just pressing your palms together at your heart center. Good. Take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. And slowly just begin to smile in honor of your practice. Namaste, everyone.